Hey there! Welcome to the Haunted Hour. Did you know that one of these temples is rumored to have a ghost that appears every full moon? These temples harbor secrets, dark tales of curses, and unexplained phenomena. I still remember the chills I felt when I visited my first haunted temple. Today, I'll take you on a journey to discover the top 10 haunted temples in India. Stay tuned as each temple has a chilling story that blurs the line between faith and fear. Let's get started. First, NIDHIVAN Temple, Vrindavan. NIDHIVAN Temple in Vrindavan is a place of divine mystery and unsettling legends. It is believed that Lord Krishna himself visits this temple every night to perform his Ras Leela with the gopis. But this divine tale comes with a warning. No one is allowed to stay in the temple after sunset. Those who defy this rule and stay back are never seen again. Locals tell of a priest who stayed to witness the Ras Leela. The next morning, he was found paralyzed, his face contorted in terror. He claimed to have seen shadowy figures dancing in the moonlight, but his voice failed him, and he never spoke again. The temple itself feels alive. Visitors report sudden gusts of wind, the sound of anklets moving through the forest, and a constant feeling of being watched. Some even claim to see glowing footprints leading toward the temple at dawn. These temples are not just places of worship, they are gateways to the unknown. Would you dare to visit these haunted shrines? Or would you rather keep your prayers to the daylight hours? Second, MEHANDIPUR Balaji Temple, Rajasthan. The MEHANDIPUR Balaji Temple in Rajasthan is infamous for one thing: exorcisms. This temple, dedicated to Lord Hanuman, is where countless people come seeking freedom from demonic possession and black magic. But with its sacred powers come dark energies that make this temple one of the most feared places in India. Locals believe that the temple's deity holds the power to banish even the most malevolent spirits. Inside, the air is thick with the sound of chants, the cries of possessed souls, and an unexplainable heaviness. Those who visit often speak of an overwhelming fear, as if unseen eyes are watching their every move. One spine-chilling legend revolves around a man who visited the temple to perform an exorcism on his wife. It's said that she screamed in an inhuman voice, begging not to be brought there. Within minutes of entering, she collapsed, her body twisted unnaturally. Witnesses claim to have seen a dark shadow leave her body, darting into the forest behind the temple. The woman survived, but she left the temple muttering, "They will return." Visitors are strictly warned not to eat or drink anything near the temple or to look back once they leave. Those who do claim to feel a sinister presence following them for days. Some even speak of recurring nightmares where faceless figures whisper their names. Third, KALIGHAT Temple, Kolkata. KALIGHAT Temple, one of the most revered shrines to goddess Kali, hides a terrifying past steeped in blood sacrifices and eerie rituals. Located in Kolkata, this temple is not just a place of worship but also a hotspot for paranormal activity. It is said that the goddess demands blood to appease her wrath, and for centuries, animals, and perhaps humans, were sacrificed within the temple grounds. Devotees often report hearing screams and cries late at night, long after the rituals have ended. One chilling tale speaks of a devotee who attempted to steal a sacred idol. As he tried to escape, he tripped and fell near the altar. Witnesses claim he screamed that something invisible was holding him down. Moments later, he collapsed, lifeless, his face frozen in terror. The most unnerving part? The temple's main sanctum is said to be cursed. Visitors report feeling an oppressive weight on their chests, sudden fainting spells, and vivid visions of blood-soaked rituals. Priests believe these are warnings from the goddess herself, ensuring no one forgets her power. Before continuing the video, please like, subscribe, and share for more such videos. There's no loss for you, but it'll surely make me happy. Let's continue. Fourth, Brahma Temple, Pushkar, Rajasthan. At first glance, the Brahma Temple in Pushkar, Rajasthan, seems like any other holy site. Dedicated to Lord Brahma, it's one of the few temples in the world devoted to the Creator. But as the sun sets over the holy Pushkar lake, the temple's serene facade begins to crack, revealing its darker secrets. The haunting of this temple is tied to a tragic legend. It is said that Lord Brahma cursed his consort, Savitri, for her disobedience during a sacred ritual. In her anger, she cursed the temple itself, condemning it to be surrounded by misfortune. Over the centuries, stories of mysterious deaths and supernatural occurrences have emerged, tainting the temple's reputation. Visitors report a strange phenomenon near the temple. sudden drops in temperature, even on the hottest days, and an overwhelming sense of dread. Some claim to have seen shadowy figures circling the temple at night, while others have felt invisible hands tugging at their clothes. The most chilling tale is that of a priest who stayed back after evening prayers. He was found the next morning lying face down in the sanctum, his eyes wide open in terror. Before his death, he had scribbled the words, "She is watching," on the temple floor. Locals believe the curse still lingers, and while devotees continue to visit during the day, none dare to stay after dusk. 5th. The Kalikambal Temple, Chennai. In Chennai, at the Kalikambal Temple, a sacred shrine dedicated to goddess Kali. By day, it is a bustling hub for devotees, but by night, the temple takes on an unsettling aura. The temple's haunted reputation stems from the mysterious deaths and sightings linked to its centuries-old grounds. The temple is said to stand on cursed ground. Long ago, when it was being constructed, the locals reported seeing strange apparitions, women in traditional attire walking through walls, only to vanish. Devotees whispered tales of a spectral figure of a woman drenched in blood, believed to be an enraged spirit tied to the goddess's wrath. One legend speaks of a priest who disrespected the deity by performing improper rituals. Soon after, he died mysteriously within the temple walls. To this day, visitors claim to see his ghost wandering near the sanctum, head bowed as though repenting for his sins. The eeriest stories come from devotees who have dared to stay back after evening prayers. Many report hearing ghastly wails and witnessing an unseen force snuff out the temple's lamps. Some even claim to have been touched by icy hands while praying. 6th. BETAL Temple, Goa. BETAL Temple in Goa is dedicated to the warrior spirit BETAL, often depicted as a fierce figure riding a horse. But this temple is more than just a shrine, it's a portal to the supernatural. Locals claim that the spirit of BETAL roams the temple grounds, protecting it from intruders. But his presence isn't always benevolent. Many villagers speak of hearing hoofbeats in the dead of night, followed by unexplainable knocks on their doors. One spine-chilling tale involves a group of teenagers who visited the temple at night as a dare. They claimed to see a horseman galloping toward them, his eyes glowing red. Panicked, they ran, but one of them tripped and fell. When the others returned to help him, they found him unconscious with hoof marks on his chest. 7th. Chausath Yogini Temple, Jabalpur, Madhya Pradesh. Hidden in the dense forests near Jabalpur lies the Chausath Yogini Temple, a 10th century shrine dedicated to 64 tantric goddesses, or yoginis. While this temple is an architectural marvel by day, its eerie silence and dark legends have earned it a fearsome reputation. According to local lore, the temple was once a hub for tantric rituals and sacrifices. The yoginis are believed to be powerful, but easily angered. Devotees whisper that those who disrespect the temple or its rituals are cursed to suffer terrifying fates. Many believe that the yoginis still wander the temple grounds at night, their laughter echoing through the corridors. One particularly horrifying tale tells of a group of friends who visited the temple during a full moon. They mocked the carvings and performed imitations of the yoginis' postures. That night, they all had the same nightmare, a circle of shadowy figures surrounding them, chanting ominously. The next morning, they woke with unexplained claw marks on their bodies. One of them mysteriously disappeared a week later, never to be found. The locals strictly advise against visiting the temple after dark, warning that the yoginis do not forgive those who disrespect their sacred ground. 8th. Kamakhya Temple, Assam. Perched atop the Nilakal Hills in Assam, the Kamakhya Temple is one of the most revered shrines in India, dedicated to the goddess Kamakhya, a form of goddess Shakti. But behind its spiritual significance lies a spine-chilling tale of blood rituals and occult practices. Kamakhya Temple is famous for its annual Ambubachi Mela, during which it is believed that the goddess undergoes her menstrual cycle. During this time, the temple is closed, and devotees speak of unnatural events. Shadows moving, ghostly voices echoing, and the scent of blood in the air. Many believe that the temple grounds are a hotspot for tantric rituals. Local legends tell of a man who tried to harness the temple's mystical powers for immortality. He was found dead, his body contorted in an unnatural position, with a horrifying expression frozen on his face. Even today, visitors report feeling an oppressive energy near the temple's sanctum, as if the goddess herself is watching their every move. 9th. Dattatreya Temple, Girnar, Gujarat. The Dattatreya Temple, located atop Mount Girnar in Gujarat, is as mysterious as it is sacred. This temple, dedicated to Lord Dattatreya, is surrounded by tales of wandering spirits and dark energy that keeps visitors on edge. According to legend, this temple is a meeting point for ascetics, sages, and spirits. The most haunting tale is of a wandering spirit known as BETAL, who is said to roam the temple grounds at night. Visitors who dared to stay back have reported hearing footsteps behind them, but when they turned around, no one was there. One story speaks of a devotee who decided to meditate overnight on the temple premises. He was found the next morning, shivering uncontrollably, muttering about a figure with glowing eyes that watched him from the shadows. Locals say the spirit of BETAL tests the faith of anyone who stays after dusk, and only the pure of heart survive the encounter. 10. Kanchi Kailasanathar Temple, Tamil Nadu. The Kanchi Kailasanathar Temple in Tamil Nadu is a masterpiece of Dravidian architecture, dedicated to Lord Shiva, but its beauty hides a chilling secret. Built in the 8th century, the temple is believed to be guarded by spirits that protect its sanctity but also instill fear in anyone who enters with impure intentions. Legends speak of a hidden chamber within the temple, sealed for centuries, rumored to hold an artifact of unimaginable power. Those who tried to open it were met with mysterious deaths, strange accidents, sudden illnesses, or horrifying visions that drove them insane. Devotees and priests alike speak of a ghostly figure, a tall man clad in white, who roams the temple grounds at night. He is believed to be the spirit of an ancient guardian, keeping watch over the sealed chamber. Visitors have reported hearing his footsteps echoing in the empty halls and feeling an unseen presence following them until they leave. The most unsettling account comes from a traveler who claimed to see the guardian up close. According to him, the man's face was a blank void, and the air around him reeked of burnt incense. Moments later, the traveler fainted, waking up outside the temple gates with no memory of how he got there. India's temples are a testament to its rich history and spiritual depth, but they also hold secrets that defy explanation. These haunted temples remind us that not all divine places are free of darkness. Would you dare to explore these eerie shrines? Or would you rather admire them from afar? Until next time, stay safe, and beware of what lies beyond the holy light. Don't forget to like and subscribe.